College football is back, and so is college football content here on Verts. My name is Harrison Graham. On today's show, we're going to go through my 12-team college football playoff prediction. We'll predict the bracket, we'll predict results of each round, and then we will end up with a national champion. Some slight tweaks to the format this year, really just one notable one. Instead of the 4 highest-ranked conference champions earning the top 4 seeds, just the top 4 highest-ranked teams. Like Boise State last year, for example, would not have gotten a bye. Neither would have Arizona State. Now, 5 conference champs still get automatic bids, so it'll be the Power 4 plus 1 group of 6. And then the 7 highest-ranked non-conference champs get at-large bids. But the main change is the initial seeding. It's just going to be raw rankings 1 through 12. That is how they are going to do it. Now, this is how I see the automatic bids playing out. I've got Clemson winning the ACC, earning an automatic bid. I've got Iowa State, big win over Kansas State in week 0, winning the Big 12. They got a pretty manageable schedule. Oregon out of the Big 10. I've got them winning the Big 10. I've got Texas winning the SEC. And then Tulane winning the American and earning that G6 spot. That is how I see that one playing out. 3 SEC at-larges, which means 4 SEC teams in total. I've got Georgia, Alabama, and LSU getting into the college football playoff out of the SEC. I've got 3 Big 10 at-larges. Penn State, who a lot of people are picking to win it all and to win the Big 10. I've got Oregon, Ohio State, and Illinois. I think Illinois could be like this year's Indiana. They got a veteran quarterback, good defense, good coach in Brett Bielema, manageable schedule. I've got Illinois earning an at-large out of the Big 10. And then that's 11 teams, 5 conference champs, automatic bursts, 3 at-large out of the SEC, 3 at-large out of the Big 10. That's 11. Notre Dame gets the 12th spot. I debated between Notre Dame and Miami. They actually play each other, so I've got Notre Dame beating Miami, and that goes a long way into earning that other at-large berth. Okay, who wins the national championship this year? It all gets going here as it's the true week 1 of college football. I want to hear from you guys. Who do you guys think wins it all? All right, I will go through the bracket here in just a moment, but first I want to tell you guys about our awesome sponsor, Prize Picks. Football is back. The opening weekend of college football is here, and the big boys will get going soon as well. It's very easy to play Prize Picks, as you should get in on all the action. All you do is pick more or less on stat projections of 2 to 6 player lineups. If you get your lineup right, you can win up to 2,000 times your money. That's right, folks. You can turn $10 into $20,000. All eyes are on Texas, Ohio State, and I like Arch Manning to reach the end zone on a rushing score. So give me more than half a rushing or receiving touchdown for Arch. That's a demon pick, which increases the payout if it hits. I paired that with LSU quarterback Garrett Nussmeier's less than 279.5 passing yards against the stout Clemson defense. $20 entry to win 90 on this 2-player lineup. Again, you can get up to 2,000x on certain lineups, up to 6 players. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's Prize Picks. Run your game. Okay, here is my projected bracket. Now, the 4 teams in the middle there, they get the top 4 seeds because they're the top 4 highest-ranked teams. I got Texas number 1 overall. Chances are if you win the SEC and the Big 10, you're going to be the 2 highest-ranked teams. So I got Oregon, who wins the Big 10, as the number 2 overall team. Clemson, I think there's a chance, especially if they beat LSU week 1, that they could be a 1-loss or less team. So if they go 13-1 or 13-0, 12-1, I think they'll be a top 4 seed. I've got them running through the ACC. And then Penn State and at large, I give them the nod for the number 4 overall seed. So they get buys, and then the matchups are on the perimeter. Notre Dame hosts Iowa State. Georgia will host Tulane. Ohio State will host LSU. And then Alabama would host Illinois in the 6-11 matchup. All right, here are my round 1 predictions. I have Georgia beating Tulane. That's going to be a bloodbath. Alabama over Illinois. I almost went upset alert there, but give me the Crimson Tide. I do have some questions about Ty Simpson, but I do think year 2 of Kalen DeBoer will go much better. I've got LSU over Ohio State, maybe a minor upset there. Garrett Nussmeier. I've got questions about Julian Sand. They didn't name him a starter until late into fall camp. That concerns me a little bit. And then I've got Iowa State over Notre Dame. Veteran quarterback in Rocco Becht. Notre Dame has a better roster, but their quarterback situation's a little muddy. I like the Cyclones to win that game. Okay, and then you get to the quarterfinals. You see in the top left, I've got Texas beating Ohio State in an old Big 12 clash. I've got Georgia beating Penn State. I just can't get there with Drew Aller. I need to see him prove to me he can win a big-time game, and that would be a big-time game against a Kirby Smart defense. So give me the Bulldogs. Oregon over LSU in that quarterfinal game, and then I got Clemson over Bama as well. So a lot of chalk here based on my rankings, but I got Georgia, the 5 seed, sneaking into the Final Four. I do have them losing to Texas in that spot. Give me the Longhorns over Georgia in the first semifinal game. I just am not a Gunnar Stockton guy. I think he'll play better this year as the full-time starter, but I think there's limitations there. We know Georgia's going to be good on defense, but I think Arch Manning will find enough answers. And then I've got Oregon over Clemson. I think that could be a shootout. That could be a fun game. Give me the Ducks to get back to the national championship game for the first time in a while. And I really went back and forth on this one, but I think 20 years later it's going to happen. The last time Texas won a national championship was in the 2005 season. January of 2006, Vince Young leads the comeback, 41-38 over USC. I think Texas is due. It's been 2 decades. It's time. Sark's got them on the doorstep here. They're preseason #1. It's time to live up to the hype. It's time to get over the hump. He's done a great job turning that program around, but got to get to the national title and win it. I think that should be the expectation for Texas this year. I'm going to drink the Kool-Aid. Horns win it all over the Ducks in the national championship game. So what say you? There you have it. That's my prediction for who gets in, who wins each round, and who ends up winning it all. I've got the Texas Longhorns over the Oregon Ducks in the national championship game. I want to hear from you guys. Maybe it's a team I didn't even put in the playoff. You guys let me know. And just revisiting the bracket here, I've got Texas, the 1 seed, Oregon, the 2 seed, Clemson, the 3 seed, Penn State, the 4 seed. I've got the following matchups playing like this. Texas ends up beating Iowa State, who beat Notre Dame, of course. Georgia beats Penn State, setting up a Texas-Georgia semifinal, which I take the Horns. Oregon beats LSU, who beat Ohio State in the first round. Clemson beats Alabama, who beat Illinois in the first round, setting up Oregon-Clemson. Give me the Ducks. Longhorns, Ducks, national championship game, and the Texas Longhorns throw up the hook 'em. They win the Natty for the first time in 20 years. So that is my prediction. Again, you guys let me know where you stand. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. The plan, I am at a bachelor party this weekend, but the plan is to do a Texas-Ohio State reaction video. If Ohio State wins, this prediction will blow up in my face a little bit. Not that the loser's out of it by any means, but the winner is almost a lock for the playoff, if we're being completely honest. Hit that subscribe button. College football is back. NFL is rolling along. It's a great time. See you guys soon.